Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, on behalf of your Denver-based podcast crew, we appreciate you joining us for the Friendly Vibes.
Coming to you live from a very cold, a very snowy Top Shelf Studios with a very kind, loving guest to my left. And we've already eaten food, so we're full in our tummies and our bellies. Tanner Coffman. Cheers, brother. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for the food. Thank you for the beer.
You chose one of the best ales in all the land, Bell's Two-Hearted.
I think this is the best canned IPA in the game right now, personally. I'm not a big hazy guy. That's a whole nother category, but I think I get headaches from hazy beer, to be honest.
What's that about?
I don't know.
Is there a theory? Do they have like a different...
Maybe you could placebo me out of it. I don't know why, honestly.
The filtering's different or something.
Yeah, it is literally different,
yeah,
I think, between hazy, yeah.
I was trying to think. I was like, there's something about the way they make it that's different.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's the plant matter in the fucking beer, maybe? I have no idea, but...
Do you smoke?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. I smoke, I dab, edibles, though, not so much.
Dude, edibles never work for me either. It's like... maybe I don't have that protein or whatever.
Maybe that's my problem.
Avocado. They're like, eat an avocado, then try it.
Well, I fucking hate avocados, so maybe that's the problem.
Damn.
Yeah. Edibles, it's like I have to spend $100 on edibles to get high. You know what I mean?
Versus
it's
like a dab, which is like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like maybe not $100, but $20 for 100 milligram basically of edibles, and like you get sleepy. You know what I mean?
Right. So you're kind of a little bit out of it.
Yeah, so get the munchies pretty nice. Is that good? That sound look good?
You look good.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
sorry,
we don't have production here. Well, I think I set the camera wrong. You see how tight it is to me, but that's fine. We don't need me.
Yeah, it's me and my goofy blue sweater.
Well, yeah, we need you prominently. We don't need me.
Go Spurs. I got my beanie on, dude.
I can like completely like duck out of the shot if I want today. It's so fun.
Yeah, they can't see that cool pink mushroom next to you. It's very cool.
Well, I mean, I can. Oh no, they can't. It's too far.
You guys got to tune in to the Patreon to see that.
I mean, we're going to have just a shot of the big mushroom. Okay, I pay for this? Is this not one of his books? You were very kind at an open mic to support the fun satire art of the book. I appreciated that.
Yeah, I've showed that book to a few people.
Did you get some chuckles?
Yeah, I absolutely got some chuckles. But the thing is before the chuckles come, you show them the book.
And they're disgusted.
And they're kind of pissed at you before you can even, like, make the next move.
Yeah, no, but I think this is a good thing for humans to have. I think this is healthy. I don't think we get enough of this in like, life.
That's true, actually, because you have to, like...
You reach a stage of human connection through an awkwardness of broaching, like, what seems to be some type of tension.
Well, yeah, and it also causes people to like break their poker hand, like their poker face. I mean, like you really know where people politically stand if you just show them that you are holding that book.
Dude, I've been afraid to leave copies in my car because I think my window will get broken.
Yeah, my hometown, they'd break your window and leave you money. They'd be like, "This is amazing, dude. Here's my card."
See, but that's the thing. So what I was going for is thinking through like, how do I make these nice liberal librarians that I grew up in public school with laugh? They don't laugh at fucking anything. They seem to hate life. I think they would laugh at this.
Absolutely, they will.
At the same point, I do think a good-hearted, red-blooded American man from Iowa that's only known farming would laugh at this.
Anybody who understands it, I think it's a solid joke.
So I'm trying. You gotta shoot. You can miss, but you gotta shoot.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I don't think you missed, dude. I don't think you missed.
Thanks,
it's good. I have two brothers that were they were both ends of like the spectrum of reaction, and I really saw the art in it in that moment.
Wow. Tell me about
this. You know
what
I mean?
So older and younger? Or?
My younger brother he lives in Texas still, so he's a little more conservative, whatever. And then I have a brother who moved with me to Colorado. He lives in Boulder now. And so whenever I showed him the book, he was like, my younger brother was stoked until I opened it. And he was like, God damn. And then my other brother was pissed until I opened it. And he was like, God damn, dude. So it was the juxtaposition of them both. I was like, this is actually perfect. So
There you have
Check it out, folks.
That's my ad. That's the only ad we have. All the money will go back to these people's mouths. I promise you. Buy the book. It will feed these people.
It actually already is. So, yeah, dude, I've already been fed. I'm getting paid up front for this.
It's true. You kind of did pay for your own appearance.
Yeah, dude.
It's gonna fuck.
Beer and wings, by the way, pay me in beer and wings. No matter. I'll do almost anything. If you got a CEO you don't like, dude, pay me in beer and wings. All right.
Low key. This week, folks, which is a couple of weeks in the rears now, we've gotten the news of Luigi. We've got a name of a killer of the United Healthcare Company. A $1 billion healthcare company has been taken down at 6 a.m.
We don't condone violence probably on this podcast,
But damn it if we don't laugh at it.
Yeah, a little bit. Come on, dude.
I mean, we don't condone anything, but we laugh at everything. That's our stance.
Okay. Wait, we don't condone anything? We got to condone. You have.
No,
it's us today, but
why do we have to condone it? Why can't that be someone else's choice? Or why is it on us? See, I think this gets at the root of modern issues with young people like us.
Dude,
why is it our job to condone shit, bro?
Abraham Lincoln said, if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for anything.
For nothing. If you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for nothing. Yeah.
We got to condone something in here.
Okay.
Dude. Wings, we can condone wings. Okay. I think smoked wings?
Smoked wings, certainly.
Dry rub, that's good.
I'll even condone unsmoked wings.
Look, baked wings.
Baked wings?
Baked wings from like a pizza place, because like Domino's, those wings, they're baked.
Oh.
Yeah, they just throw them through the oven. Those wings can, as the kids say, catch these hands, dude. That shit's crap. You've heard Pizza Hut's the only of the big pizza places that fry their wings. They're the only good ones, and I still won't get their shit.
Well, come on now. Step it up. What are we doing? This used to be a proper freaking country.
You know, in wings, you got to be 2 something to know something. You know what I mean? You got to be 200 pounds plus to know about wings.
Amen, brother.
And people who are running Domino's, I don't think they've hit that mark.
I was a double patch kid in youth football. That means I couldn't even touch the ball if it fell out of someone's hands onto the ground. That's what that means. I wasn't even allowed near the thing.
Hey, you're on the field, dude. That's pretty sick. All right?
No, dude. I was the field, dude. It's not good. Dude, one year, I stripped down. Tell you this, I take big poops. I'm a big dude. How do I know I take big poops? Because as a child, I had to weigh in front of all my friends and family and their parents and hopefully try to make weight just so I could jump on the ball. Not so that I could be given a handoff, not that I could catch a tight end reception, so that if there was a fumble on the line of scrimmage,
you were allowed.
I could maybe jump on the ball and gain the ball. If I lost 5 pounds this day, Tanner, 5 pounds. That morning I weighed in, I was 5 pounds too big. What did I do? I shat like my life depended on it. I depended on it, Tanner.
So,
like it meant something to these people. And you know what? I made weight.
That's crazy. First of all.
And I did not ever get on a fumble. Let's be very clear about it. That did not pay off.
A few things
at all for the team. Please.
You were so big in football, you were...
As an 8-year-old, 9-year-old.
Not allowed to touch the ball.
You can't even jump on a fumble.
Wait, you were 9 years old and took a 5-pound shit?
That's right.
Were you bigger?
I'm a big, yeah.
No, were you bigger then than you are right now?
Well, right now.
You shrink?
I'm down from 340, so right now I'm around 250, so I'm feeling all right.
All right, god damn, dude. As a 9-year-old, what were you?
Fuck. I've been trying to think about this recently. It's like, what was the weight I was was it like 130? Was it like 145?
Definitely that big, dude.
Yeah, dude. Was it 165? Like, how big was the weight for a 9-year-old?
Is your dad big?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Big dad. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Classic, American from Iowa dad type of dude.
Oh, from Iowa.
From Iowa. Both parents from Iowa. Yeah.
Okay, that explains every single thing.
They met at Iowa State. Go Cyclones. Every single thing. He's talking about the off-air stuff that we didn't record. Sorry, Patreon.
Yeah, he kept doing this weird Iowa chant. I don't know. It was crazy. I was like, man, Boulder's weird.
And so you are from Texas, you said. We got dug into a little bit of you over the wings, but let's dig back in.
So I'm from Texas. I've been in Colorado 9 years. So I said a decade. I was lying. 9 years. I came here for mountains and weed. I'll be totally honest. That's
How old were you? What was you're
20. I was 20 when I moved here.
To move for mountains and weed.
Yeah, it was great. I moved here as a fat guy, and then I got fit while here.
Okay.
Perfect time to get fit, by the way. 20, 21 years old. Perfect time to get fit. And then I got fat in my mid-20s. It was perfect time to get fat. Love it. So it's been a perfect ride so far.
You've ridden the metabolic roller coaster just as I
I was
have.
like single, got to live my life, relationship, get to eat wings and beer, dude. It's perfect.
I had a joke, and you would probably understand this being from Texas, coming to Colorado. When I would go into Iowa, I was like, well, I'm a Boulder 4, but I'm a Cedar Rapids 8.
Oh, dude, you're a Cedar Rapids 12, dog. You're killing it.
Okay. Well, not then, but yeah, fair enough.
And right now, dude, you might be pulling pretty good in Boulder. You be doing good numbers, all right?
Fair enough. That's just because I've got the local wares. The Melanzana. Shout out to my sister. I made a voyage. My sister, this girl. I don't talk about her much on the pod, but she deserves a shout out here. I made an appointment. This is a Colorado retailer of clothes. They sell like 4 items.
Okay.
Mostly just outer fleece wear. Called Melanzana. They're out of Leadville.
Okay.
In February this year, I had to make an appointment for yesterday.
Wow. For like a
And
fitting?
you can't buy anything online. You have to go into the store, and you can't buy anything unless you have an appointment, and you get 2 items.
Whoa.
And so I'm like, I'm going to get her a Christmas gift. So I made this appointment back in February for December. And dude, it was like telling someone that Jesus had returned. She was like, hallelujah, I cannot believe you're going to the motherland.
Can we?
It was crazy.
I think we're going to have to edit this out because you're making every other brother look horrible. I've gotten my sister like no gifts ever.
Dude, I'm telling you that she said on FaceTime, openly to, the room, she's like, this is the most thoughtful thing you've ever done.
It's the most thoughtful thing a lot of us will ever do. Damn,
I'm
dude.
telling you, this is my
You
one.
made an appointment months in advance?
It's my one.
Wow, well, nailed it.
It's a buzzer beater right before the wedding.
I think I got my girlfriend I think I asked for something for Christmas last year. I didn't get her anything. I was like, babe, get me this. So, yeah, I'm the worst gift giver of all time. I think I'm going to give her this recording on Christmas.
Dude, that'll be a great gift.
Yeah, I'll be like, check it out. I was on TV.
I'm on the TV.
Yeah, she's going to love it.
Dude, the fact that I am like semi-adjacent to the TVs, man.
Oh, man, this is the big time for me. I was just thinking about like my career in comedy and how it's like finally coming to an end. You know what I mean? Like I did it, dude. I finally fucking did it.
Dude, you're merely at the start of what will hopefully be a long, fun career for yourself. You're two some years in now?
Yeah, almost 2.5, and it has been good.
What was your first mic you did? Do you
Oh,
remember?
the Comedy Fort.
Comedy Fort, fuck
Yeah. It used to be, I used to watch a lot of mics at Hodie's Half Note before it was the Comedy Fort, but I never did comedy until it was the Fort. So
how many mics did you go to before you even tried?
probably like 12.
What? Dude, you really? Because of buddies, or what was the...
No, I wanted to do it. I even had notes and like practice and just couldn't. Like me and my girlfriend would show up and I would just like drip sweat. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. And then just leave.
Wow.
and then COVID, I think, happened. And I was like, well, fuck it. I'll just live my life. And then 2022, I was like, let's dip my toes in the water. And I literally have not stopped since. So
That's amazing.
yeah, I kind of wish I would have done it at the time, but
dude, I mean, that's a life lesson, right? Of like, just holding yourself out from trying the thing or whatever.
Yeah, it is a life lesson.
Now you're loving the thing, right?
Yeah, I do. And it's been like, I know a lot of comics will say this, but like if I stopped today, I'd be like, I've already accomplished everything that I thought I ever would in comedy. So I'm like, this was really cool, and the rest is just fucking gravy. So in that sense, it also takes a lot of pressure off of me, because I know a lot of comics like hold themselves to these weird standards and have these weird expectations for themselves. And I think that's where their like frustrations come from, is those like unmet expectations. And it's like, man, if you don't have expectations, life is pretty fucking cool. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
So
I'm in that camp on, I think I'm on the Banks time.
The Banks time?
The Banks time. I should have.
Oh, the Banks time.
The Banks time. Yeah.
I was like, that's some weird, like.
Yeah. It's Colorado English. It's all pushed together.
No, I got you. Yeah, the Banks time. I don't know why that was like. I was like, man, that's some weird shit I've never heard of.
I struggle with, like, I should have taken me out before I got to 25. And so now it's
Sure.
like, okay, I got this frontal lobe.
Yeah.
I can kind of think through some things a little more.
Which that's the other side of the coin is like, maybe I'm glad I didn't start before I was able to like have a few life experiences under my belt. Cause like I was kind of wild in my early 20s and I would never like the chances of me getting like a fist fight now are extremely low. But like as a kid, it's like I could have like banished myself out of a scene really easily. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
Like,
I do.
you just make one bad decision back then and it like changes the trajectory of everything you wanted to do. So
I'm thinking I'm pretty much done, like, or trying to be close to done drinking in any type of like any capacity in public.
sure, I feel that.
Like I just like have kind of observed enough tendencies in myself, and now the frontal lobe's like able to look back, and it's like, oh, if you just didn't do this one thing where you drink 4 drinks or more or whatever in a public setting, you wouldn't fall into any of these bad circumstances.
Yeah, you get like bad anxiety and shit.
No, I'm like, I make bad decisions.
Yeah,
And I'm already prone to not making the most amazing decisions sometimes.
sure.
And so I think it's just like something that I need to just, siphon off and be like, yeah, that's not.
Yeah, I feel that actually
And
quite a bit.
I've never dabbed myself into bad decisions. So it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's like, oh, never dabbed
You know what I'm
yourself?
saying? Like, I've never like smoked weed.
Yeah,
so like,
dude.
oh, this medicine thing that I've been using since I was young for my back and for pain and like managing life. Maybe like this is just fine. And why does this social thing have to be something I have to feel like I need to do or whatever?
Yeah.
But I mean, a couple beers on the pod, my own home. Fuck it.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, I don't know, some people alcohol is like totally fine, and for other people it's like their individual battle and shit, and it's like,
I got the Irish in me.
yeah, you Irish?
I got
You're the
that. I got
biggest
a little
Irish dude
Irish.
that's ever lived.
Probably. I've been trying to make a joke of this. Like my dad, I think he was playing like a long con dad joke with me because he named me Sean Connolly. His brother's named Sean Connolly, and he knows that his brother traveled to
I just realized
he traveled to Japan for business.
Okay.
His brother came back from Japan, like, they were like, Sean Connery, famous movie star, And so, like, my dad's just trying to get me to fucking have to go to Japan someday. It's a long run dad joke, this guy. He's cruel. Come on, it's silly. It's
to get
funny.
you to go to Japan
It's pretty
is so funny. It's like, this shit's gonna work, dude. I'm gonna get his ass.
Name him Sean Connolly, and then
When were you born? In like late 90s?
yeah, 97.
97? So yeah, what was the 90s? Anime was still popping, dude. Anime was still popping. Was your dad an anime fan, dude? Why was he over there?
Well, his brother's name is Sean Connolly as well, but spelled a little differently.
But you said he went over there?
No, his brother didn't.
Oh,
right?
what did his brother go over there for?
For business, I think. I would assume.
Do you know what kind? I'm diving in the
I
wrong
have no
stuff.
idea. No,
Okay.
no clue. I'm guessing something to do with, I think he works in IT or something like that.
Is he going over there to learn, dude? I think they're the ones, dude. They know what's up.
very famous movie star. Over here to learn.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
I've also tried the joke as like an opener, like, if someone says my name like bringing me up, I go like, my name's Sean Connolly, but you guys might know me as a ex movie star. I'm moonlighting in Japan. Oh, Sean Connery. And then you like long pause it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but
I don't know if
I'll
it's-
come to it. I'll figure it out.
You've got to figure out a way to make them like say that to themselves, though. You know
See,
what I mean?
you're so right about that. That is what I like about comedy is like clean stuff, like most unintentionally like clean things. The audience has to inject yeah. That's the funnest stuff to me.
It's like saying it without saying it. That's super hard
so
to do
fun.
too. That's something I feel like comedy, like a lot of people, like you can say the dirty shit. You just don't have to say like,
yes, exactly. So like,
you don't have to say the word bitch in your set to get the point across.
Bingo.
You know what I mean?
Bingo. My closer that I have been doing for a bit, that's been working well, that I got to do at the Mothership mic that I've done.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's about my mom's titty cancer. And like, and I've gotten more compliments from female comics on it than anyone else. But
Okay,
like, it's
hell
being
yeah.
funny and like whatever else. It's like, oh, okay, cool. But if I went about it in a different way, I bet I wouldn't get those same compliments.
Yeah, sure.
If I use certain words or, So it's like, interesting.
Yeah.
I think also I'm maybe coming into it with a bit more of over analysis on the front end, like you were like, thinking too much about it before even doing the thing, and now you're doing the thing, and it's like, oh, you've got a little bit of backlog of like potential things to draw from.
Yeah, I feel like comedy is this weird like juggling of like preparation and being in the moment, and it's so hard to like find that fucking line.
I certainly I haven't found it. I think that's when you like find your voice is kind of that thing. The best metaphor we've come up with on the show, and maybe you can come up with something better. Please do. It's like an instrument, but it's the only instrument that you don't know what the instrument is until you've mastered the instrument, and then the instrument reveals itself.
Oh, fuck.
It's like, oh, it's an oboe. It's been an oboe this whole fucking time. And now when I play it with an oboe, it sounds fucking amazing. Because now it's an oboe, and I know it's an oboe.
Yeah.
And that's what is so difficult about this art form versus every other art form. Is like, you have to do 15 years to know what the instrument is, to then play it well.
Yeah, that's great. And I feel like you have to have like, it seems like you have to have so many reps before you even know, like, not even what instrument it is, but like if you're even in the same room as the other people with it. Like, are you even cut out for the band? You know what I mean? It's like,
I feel like you can get that without even doing a mic, though.
What do you mean? Like, you can better?
You can do Life's mic and know whether you're going to be able to be successful.
Oh, sure.
Because it's interacting with other people.
Well, that's the worst part about everybody.
Yeah.
There's the people who know they're good will try and fail. The people who know they're bad will just not do it. You know what I mean? So there's going to be a lot of people who really think comedy is their thing and like will bust their ass for a long time just to realize they don't have an instrument at all.
That's so
You
facts.
know what I mean? And it's like,
I've been saying it for a minute, but dude, I might, if I don't have an instrument and I end up being comedy's narn ward and I get to pull out like back pocket little inside things because I have to know in 15 years or 20 years from now, dude, fine. Great. I'll be ecstatic over the moon with how I've lived my life if that's where I end up.
Fair enough. I don't think you're going down that path, dude.
Come on.
Be good.
I could. That'd be fun.
But I don't think you'd be. Well, all right. If that's the worst case scenario, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
if that's
great.
dude.
It'd be awesome. Be sick.
Yeah, fair enough.
I honestly do think in studying people and humanity and history, there's something about people that are like insatiability or like crazy or what, like people that will not be stopped do not get stopped.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are the only ones who won't be. The people who think they will. I mean, that's kind of like, it's like that cheesy like power of positive thinking, dude. I think that does wonders for people. Like I see comics like good comics beat themselves up on Facebook and shit. And I'm like, that right there, like not the self-doubt, but like the expression of self-doubt is kind of like gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? Like, it's like showing.
Well, I think it's the wrong avenue.
Yeah, it's the wrong avenue.
So, like, if I do my self-doubt with you, vulnerably for whoever the fuck might want to watch, but we're looking each other in the eyes and engaging, this is way different than I post some letters on a screen to a thing, right? So,
that's a perfect
I think as people, young people, we need to, like, push each other to find better avenues, not to not be people. Well, because like everybody's going to struggle, everyone's going to be self-critical, but like instead of that person venting to the void, like, hey, like come, like fucking talk
to somebody.
Yeah,
absolutely. And also it feels like the victim, like, because people show victim mentality too in that same breath, and it's like I think that's what's hurting you, is like showing that kind of stuff. It's almost like, why doesn't anybody like me in my comedy? And it's like, well, that's not going to help, first of all. You know what I mean?
100%.
And that's, maybe I'm coming from a shitty place right now, but I've just seen it a lot lately, and I feel like maybe it's the weather or like, I don't know, but it just seems like there's a wave of this going on with comics. And I'm like, well, why don't we?
Dude, it's the best time it's ever been for this.
Like, yeah, it's like, I'm sorry you're not getting booked 12 shows a month, but like you're still doing, I see you're doing fine. And it's like, I think maybe I'm just being a piece of shit right now and like being bummed out that people are bummed out. I don't know.
I think it's like you're a good guy and you want to see people do well and you want to celebrate other people doing well. And I think you're probably like me, where you watch someone else and cheer for them. And when they do not as well as maybe the standards they hold themselves to, you still go out of your way to try to let them know that you see them for the effort they're putting in. Like, are you that kind of a person?
Maybe. I think you're giving me too much credit right now. I just hate seeing people being self-loathing.
You just don't. Okay, so here, let me connect with you here. You don't like lazy victimhood thing.
That's funny because most people who are making these complaints aren't lazy.
Okay,
they're very good workers. They're very good comics, but it's like,
you just don't like bitching. Sorry.
I think that might be what it is. And that's why I had that realization on mic and on camera. I was like, oh shit, I'm being an ass right now. People are just venting and I'm just like, man, don't vent. That makes me think.
And you're venting too. And that's part of engaging in the human discourse.
All right, fair enough.
That's part of it.
Full circle.
We're doing good. That's what we're supposed to be doing. But I think coming at it from a place of like, complain doesn't get you anywhere. That's definitely true.
Well, and
because I spent a lot of my life fucking complaining and sitting around in terms of, situation this, situation that. And damn, dude, if that complaining ever didn't get me nothing, because it didn't.
Yeah. Maybe that's it. Or maybe I got to sit on this one and be like, damn, dude, I got to self-reflect a little bit.
So you said you had Halo OTSD earlier? Yeah.
My girlfriend diagnosed me with Halo ODST. No, we were talking about how our girlfriends are therapists, and I tried to say OCD, but I'm too much of a gamer idiot, and I just said ODST.
It goes hard in the paint, folks.
Yeah, it's one of the best campaigns in Halo, by the way.
I mean, really, truly.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll talk. That's on the Patreon. You guys got to pay extra for that.
Dude, they could just...
it's just a picture of the mushroom and then a picture of the ODST.
We played this game together for a while after the pod. I knew I was keeping that Xbox for something. That 360 had a purpose.
Oh, did it?
How long have you been with your girlfriend?
I answered this on a podcast and apparently it was wrong.
Okay, well, I don't want to dig into this then. I don't want to completely change
I'm probably gears. No, I'll answer it again. I'll deal with the repercussions. So I think I said 8 last time and she said no, it was 7. And I was like, we're doing pretty good to lose count. All right. Yeah. We should be proud of that.
Also, you overestimating as the man. Good job. That should be brownie points.
I thought it was, I should have been like, what do you mean? I should have flipped it on her, but she's normally right about stuff. So we've been together, I don't know, 7 or 8 years, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can pop a question?
We've discussed marriage. Just like,
you're already technically married under Colorado law.
I mean, pretty much.
No, you are.
Well, like common law or whatever. Yeah. I mean, we've been on the same lease for so long and stuff like that. But it's like, we discussed it and both of our parents didn't have any luck with marriage. It just seems like something that, like, maybe if we were to have a kid or try to like buy a house, there might be benefits to it. But right now in our life, I don't think there really is. And this is going to sound shitty, but like, I don't want to combine her student debt with my damn near debt-free, like, whatever. We kind of have, like, a good financial thing worked out because of that right now.
Gotcha.
So, that's been nice.
Well, I mean, is she in her similar age group?
She is 34. I'm 29.
Okay.
She's 5 years older.
Okay. So she's a little further along in her career.
Yeah, she's the reason I have a career, have a life.
Look at that backdoor to a compliment, Sean. Way to go. Unintentionally.
Yeah. No, she's the man. She runs the household. And I mean the man in like, she's the man, dude. She's cool as shit. Yeah. Not like she's the man.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She's great. She's making tamales, so come find me for tamales, everybody.
Oh my goodness.
We're selling tamales this winter.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I definitely.
You see me at a mic, ask me.
That's sick. Where'd you guys meet?
I think we met online. We met on an app, like I think Meet Me. I'm pretty sure it's super defunct now. But
Meet Me? Wow.
Yeah, like.
Are you the only Meet Me couple left in the...
Yeah, because I think it was like
a forever so that you can be the last.
I think it was like a not a good app. It was like a horrible hookup app. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah, but
so what happened?
We met
It
in
seems like a
under the
beautiful love
guise.
story. I'm sorry to dig in on this, but it seems like
Oh no, it's pretty bland front to back.
come on.
No, we met like under the guise of like just like hanging out as platonic friends, and we smoked a blunt, and then immediately we were like attracted to each other, and we're like, all right, well that's that. And then I think we just kind of slowly dated for a while, and then she became my roommate, and then we were like, this is stupid, we're just gonna be a couple. So
Wow.
yeah,
That is bland.
no, that's
You weren't
literally
kidding.
the worst. Yeah, and then we had a knife fight. Yeah, that was it.
And then we
got
were
a
like, we don't
dog.
really need to get married, do we?
No, not really. I was like, nope.
You
We
guys
did
can
Molly
chill.
one night, and then we got a dog the next day. That was our big. We were like, well, let's get a dog. And
That's
then-
sweet. What
yeah.
kind of dog did you get?
Got a big Mastiff.
Love that.
He's doing good. He's
What's his
at
name?
home. Mitochondria.
What a cool name.
He's the big powerhouse, dude. So
Powerhouse of the
mitochondria.
home. And so.
But his name is Mito, and I just call him that because he steps on my foot, and that's what I fucking yell, dude. He literally steps on your toes. Like, having a Mastiff dig his nails into your cuticles is like a pain that I think only women have felt, and me, but they feel during childbirth.
Right. It takes stepping on Legos to a whole new level.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, it's crazy. You feel like you just got your toe ripped off.
Clean off.
So he's a good guy.
Well, that's cool. How old is he?
He's 7. That's why I think me and her have been together longer than that, because we were together for like 2 years before we got this dog. So
Interesting.
yeah, do the math at home, folks. 7 plus
2.
2. Yeah, come on.
Why did 7 eat 9, folks? Ask yourselves this at home. Don't make us give you all the answers. Have some fun for yourself.
Oh man. Yep. So that's.
I heard 9 was pedophile. That's why. I'm just saying. 9 had some unscrupulous business dealings in the Ukraine.
Who did?
9 was pardoned.
Oh my god.
Just kidding. Let's get back to this United Healthcare CEO, though, for real.
All right.
I do want to tell you, I mean, my goodness. This guy, did you see today that it came out that he has a fused spine? So I feel like I'm the guy to do 30 minutes on this United Healthcare shooting. Like, give me my Netflix special. I'll do just 30 about this.
I didn't know that, dude.
Fused spine in his 20s.
So is
Just
he?
like me.
There's no way he's a freelance dude. He's definitely hired by somebody, right?
No, dude, it sounds like this dude was a guy that was having chronic issues, and he is a anti-capitalist, climate activist who went to Penn and is a young person. So he obviously, doesn't think that the healthcare industrial complex is good, which I think he has some decent points for.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, I think he's got some decent points. Don't know if shooting someone walking out of a hotel room before an investor meeting is the, end all be all, but he probably has some decent underlying points.
Have you tried arguing? So people are stoked on this.
Oh, I love trying to argue. Give me a position and I will take it.
People are super stoked on this. They're like, we're about to eat the rich. It started. People are super stoked. And I understand, like you said, they're making some points. But as a human who's grown up in a society, doesn't arguing for killing somebody sound fucking crazy?
It's pretty wild.
And
I mean,
here's the wildest part is I can't come up with a good enough counter argument
for why he shouldn't have killed him.
Yeah, I'm like, anytime anybody's like, well, and I don't want him to be murdered, and everybody's like, well, think about all the like deaths he's directly responsible for.
That's a
like,
scarecrow that's a scarecrow fallacy right there. Straw man fallacy, rather.
Sure.
Because okay, what about the kids that are slaves in the Congo? Like, this isn't what we're talking about. This is not the argument at hand.
I guess so, but they're more so talking about like, well, why would he?
But he's accountable to try to maintain his job. You have to realign I think the difference is that there's no aperture for the incentives in the argument. So the change in perspective goes from, well, I'm standing on the side of society, and society's hurt by what United Healthcare does by denying claims. And then you shift over, this dude's got to keep his job. How does he keep his job? He's got to fucking be accountable to the shareholders. So he's got to have profit, right? So now let's have an aperture for incentives, right? I don't know.
All right, I have a few problems with that. I don't know a few of the words you used. I went to school in Texas. Aperture is crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
I have a fucking spur hat on right now, so I don't know shit about that.
Aperture, like change in perspective. Like,
okay.
We focus here on society, and then we don't change our focus to realize why he might have been a CEO for United Healthcare.
Sure.
Right.
We're like overlooking the double standard.
So it's like, okay, put yourself in his shoes. Like, what? Okay, now what?
Well, and to be fair, I'm not the one making the argument.
No, I know.
Just don't know how to argue against it. And maybe I got to be like, yo, you got to call my boy up, dude, because I don't know.
No,
he's going to use the word aperture on your ass, and you're not going to stand a chance.
Let me get this guy on the speed dial. I got him on aperture number. You know, my guy.
Hit him with it, dude.
Go ahead and say aperture.
Hit him with that A word real quick, dude. That one you taught me.
Jesus. All right, I'm sorry.
No,
I wasn't trying to get all platonically up my own ass
doesn't
there.
know what fucking aperture is? What an idiot, dude. Yeah, I think people are going to take your side on that one.
Fuck no, dude. Fuck no, they will not, dude. Hell no.
Oh, fuck, that's super funny. So I agree. I do agree that, like, he's just doing his job. He's not actually directly responsible for, like, killing people.
But then I think it's just as valid for us to be like, whoa, okay.
Billionaires shouldn't be.
No. So we should just be complicit with a system that causes harm onto people?
Right.
Like, so should we just be passively complicit to bad things in the world? Like, right. And that's a reasonable argument too.
So it's like, yeah, it's exactly like, do we stick up for ourselves, or do we, fight against this, or like, do we roll over and play dead? But it's like, I don't think this is the way.
This guy proved me wrong
to fight. Why? Because you thought that everybody'd be pissed?
My position is that I don't think that me going to a place equals an outcome. And clearly Luigi thought that him going to a place equals an outcome, and he was right. It equaled an outcome.
A powerful man, dude.
Yeah.
Mentally.
That's good on him, I guess, for that.
So you hear that, folks? You're the fucking pilot of your life, dude. You can do whatever you set your mind to.
Wow.
The outcome that you want is obtainable with a silenced pistol and a little know-how. You know what I mean? You're just kind of sneaky, a little planning.
Dude, and did you hear that his backpack was left in Central Park? And they found his backpack,
They're
right?
probably going to bronze it and make a statue out of it.
They found a backpack because he's a thinker, this guy. Remember, he's got a master's degree from Penn. He's a thinker. This guy's read Industrial Society. They found his review on Goodreads of Industrial Society by Ted Kaczynski. The Unabomber. Have you read his manifesto?
No.
Oh, dude, you should read it for educational purposes.
Okay, I will.
Absolutely. I mean, there's some horrible stuff in there. Like, every fifth point's very racist and terrible. But then you're like, oh, the computers are going to take over everything? Oh, well, it seems like they have.
No, I don't.
Okay. Anyway, so they found all this stuff on this guy, backpack, leaves it in Central Park. They found the backpack. Monopoly money in the backpack. Nothing but Monopoly money, Tanner. This guy's a thinker.
He's a thinker.
Where'd he go before the killing? Starbucks. I'm sorry, he's an anti-capitalist? He needs his mocha latte. Anti-capitalists have to run on capitalists. Like, okay, the hypocrisy in the positioning, right? Let's just acknowledge, right? Oh, I'm going to kill this beacon of capitalism, this symbol of evil. But before I do, I need my latte. That's ironic as fuck, is it not? That he had to get a Starbucks before he killed the CEO of a corporation because he doesn't like capitalism. He's got to feed into the capitalist machine before he kills the capitalist machine.
I get the irony of it, but also, where else are you going to go for a good cup of joe? You know what I mean?
Tim Dillon made the point that you go to Dunkin' Donuts after you kill someone. That's a great point.
Well, he's goated. That's a good point. The Monopoly money, though, really, so was he crazy? Was it a joke? Was Starbucks
He's a thinker. Remember, he's read Industrial Society.
I bet he knows that A word you were talking about.
Aperture.
Holy shit, dude. This guy's a genius. I'm never going to be a suspect of anything like this, by the way. I couldn't get away with, like, sneaking another beer in here or something.
Speaking of not getting away, I got caught in like 7th grade for stealing from Walmart with one of my buddies. We were so dumb that we stole just above $50, so we had to talk to police. And the person, this private Walmart employee that caught us, he's like, "Son, look at you. You're too tall for a life of crime. This is your last crime. And I'm like, you're right. I'm way too easily identifiable.
That's actually really solid advice,
dude. I'm in the 99.987th percentile height. They go on the distribution. They go, oh, it's this guy.
How tall are you?
6 foot 8.5, like 6'9".
You're LeBron height.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Calves like him too. Come on, ladies. No, I'm just getting taken. Don't need him. Just need
you're almost as tall as Wemby,
dude. Not even close. Not even close to Wemby.
What? I mean, how tall is Wemby? You're
like 7'4", dude. Wemby is 7 inches taller than me.
Now you know how
the way how tall are you?
I'm 6 foot tall.
Okay, so I'm a Wemby taller than you.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That is kind of crazy. That's actually fucked up.
Isn't that fucked up that people go from me to Wemby to you to a 4'11" girl that weighs 90 pounds?
Dude, I know dudes who are 4'11". Danny DeVito, I think, is 4'10".
Dude, I
shout out Danny DeVito.
Chet, and I love hanging with Chet. And my uncle Bill, dude. My uncle. Okay, get this. I was 16 going out to breakfast with my Uncle Bill. He's 55. I'm 16. He's 5'3". I'm 6'7". It was a wonder for the hostess to wonder who was kidnapped, who was abducting who. You know, dude, fuck. It could have gone either way. The trafficking could have gone either way.
That's so funny.
I have 2 stories in relation to that.
I haven't got to do that joke in a while, so I'm just happy I get to do it for you.
Hell yeah,
I'll burn it on the spot. I don't care.
So I did a show with Chet Tilley in Fort Collins a while back, and after the show, I like do this dumb thing. Don't do this, comics. I help clean up. Dude, get the fuck out of there, dude. You did your job. Get out of there. I clean. I hate it. Don't do it.
No, that's good.
So I'm cleaning up the brewery.
As a door staff, dude, I'd be doing the same shit, probably.
Like, as a person, probably do it. As a comic, I don't think it's maybe the move, but...
Yeah, I mean...
Anyway, that's totally off topic and off point. I'm cleaning up, and at the end of the night, they're like, whose jacket is this? And I kind of had a feeling, and I was like, what size is it? And they're like, youth medium. I was like, that's Chet Tilley's jacket.
I'm jealous of Chet, because Chet saves so much money on clothes compared to me.
Oh, I bet, dude. How big is your sister? Is that why you had to make an appointment?
Chet owns property. Dude, I don't own shit because I'm so big.
That's hilarious.
I've had to feed myself.
I don't know, dude. I think Chet is like...
I love him, dude.
I think Chet might be like a secret agent or something, dude.
Oh.
Some globetrotter, dude. World traveler. This guy's mysterious.
Dude, he is mysterious.
You know what I mean? Dude, this guy's... Watch out for Chet, dude. He's got your wires tapped, all right?
I don't know.
Chet Tilley is CIA. You've heard it here first. All right?
He is deep fed.
Where was he during this whole CEO debacle, dude? Chet was the gun.
Awfully quiet, Chet. Awfully quiet.
I think Chet was the gun, I'm pretty sure.
About spit on my drink. All
right.
We're supposed to roast each other on that weenie roast.
Me and you were?
I was supposed to roast Chet, and that Nick got filled in for Chet.
Oh, that was actually a pretty fun night. That was a good time. So the second story is I also got caught stealing in Walmart in I think mine was 9th grade, and whenever you were like, they were smart enough we were dumb because we just stole over $50,
and I was like
$52. I was like, they waited. So same thing happened to me. They just waited for us to get to that dollar amount, and I didn't realize that until you said that. I was like, duh. They watched us steal $40 worth of shit, and they're like, God, if they could just steal one more thing, we could get them. That's definitely what happened.
Yeah, totally. Same
Holy
thing for
shit,
us.
dude. We were stealing stupid shit like 5-hour energy drinks.
Same, dude. What the fuck were these kids thinking? What were we thinking?
I stole a pack of eye drops.
So dumb, dude.
Everybody got caught but me because all I stole were eye drops, and they searched me, and I had them in my hand like that, and I held them in my hand, and they were searching me, and I just went boop and put them right on this like thing hanging on the wall.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, it was
so
sick.
Clutch.
And then they called our parents, and my mom, they called my mom. They're like, you got to come get your son. And my mom is blackout drunk. She's like, hell no, dude. My son found his way there. He can find his way fucking home.
Damn.
And they
dude.
didn't. They were like, well, he's got to go. So basically, one of my friends who was in trouble for stealing's mom had to drop me off on the way. And she was like, you're never going to hang out with Tanner again. And my friend was like, he's the only one who didn't get in trouble for stealing. It's so stupid.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
So how many siblings do you have? Count them up. That's a lot. That's a big family.
Like 7 or 8, depending on one step sibling, if I decide to count them or not.
If you throw them in the batch or not. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so about 7 or 8.
Fuck yeah.
One for every year me and my girlfriend have been together.
Are your parents divorced then?
Yeah. I only have one sibling that's full. Otherwise, they're all half in step.
Wow, okay.
Yep. So
both remarried? Your parents?
Since then, yes, both single now. Both divorced. My dad's on like 4 divorces easily.
Wow.
My mom's on 2.
Pro.
Oh, yeah. I think he does it for fun.
Like, do you think he still believes in love? I'm fascinated by these guys that get married.
I don't think my dad believes in anything but the next bottle of whiskey. Like, he does not.
Have they both struggled with alcohol?
Yeah, but in totally different ways. Like, my dad was very functional alcoholic, but like super abusive. My mom was like a non-functional alcoholic. Like, she'd drink herself non-functional, but the most loving, wonderful person ever. So it's like,
damn,
totally 2 ends of the spectrum. Like, my mom decided to be a hermit for like 8 years of my life. Like, the last 8 years I lived with her, she just stayed in her room. But my dad is like, owns 3 businesses, but is like so drunk he doesn't even remember. Like, he's like, I own a business. You know what I mean? It's like crazy, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's really weird.
Damn.
Dude, my dad drinks Crown Royal and water all day long.
Really?
Mixed up in a, like, have you ever seen Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah.
Julian? That's literally
He's
my
Julian.
dad. Like, my dad's not buff and Canadian, but my dad could drink Julian under the table probably.
Wow.
It's weird. Yeah.
So you have one full sibling.
Uh-huh.
Older or younger?
He's younger. He's the guy who's a Trumpy a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. How much younger than you?
He's 4 years younger than me. He is 3 inches taller than me. Full head of hair and fit. I'm like, you piece of shit, dude.
Dude, it's love for the Trump. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, he was blonde before he liked Trump. Yeah,
so did you give him, were you a bully to him as an older brother? Normal older brother things or good relationship?
Maybe like normal, like we fought, whatever, but I don't think I was ever a bully to him. I think my brother is meaner than I am, and I think he would agree with that, honestly. So he was kind of like ornery. Like, he would hit me instead, but I'd be so much bigger. I would like, he'd try to fight me, and then I'd give him like one punch, and he's like, fuck, all right.
That's
you
enough.
wait till next year. I'll be back, dude. Yeah.
Damn.
Now he could probably whoop my ass, but he's, we're fucking adults, I guess.
Yeah, we don't fight. We're adults.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Plus, I'd give him a fucking...
It's childish matters.
He doesn't want it. Now I'm getting riled up. Seth, I'll see you next time. I'm going to kick your ass, dude.
Come on, Seth. Let's get Seth on the pod, dude. You and Seth on the pod
He lives
together?
in Texas, dude.
Get him up here, dude.
All right. He's going to be here, I think, in February. I'll hit you up.
Dude, let's do it.
He's actually...
That'd be a fun fucking app.
It would be fun. And he's actually... I want my brother to do comedy because I think he's funnier than I am. I think he's like super charismatic and shit too, so...
Low-key, my grandpa was like that. He passed last year, and I was reflecting on it. He had like this unlimited Rolodex of just street jokes.
Yeah. And some guys just have it in the bag.
Yeah, dude. He's like making friends with people in the grocery line type of deal. It's like, dude, if you would have just not been a foreman for 40 years and done comedy, you would have been fucking...
Yeah, but there's so much like beauty. It's like, there's like...
Mm-hmm.
It's like
it's
almost
life is
better,
beautiful.
dude.
Life is beautiful,
and also like to be a funny guy where there's no pressure and just something you get to hang your hat on a little bit. Versus like we're all funny guys, but like, and we all hang our hat on it, but it's all like we all have like this weird ego and like pressure about it. But just to be the funny guy on the job site, even just on 5 o'clock, like 4:30 on a Friday afternoon, that's perfect. You know what I mean? Like, that high is probably really similar.
That's a really good perspective, Tanner.
Thanks. I figure, like, if he drives away from the job site on a Friday, like, man, the guys still think I'm funny. That's probably a really similar feeling to like walking away from a room being like, fuck yeah, I just crushed it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
those
Man.
highs can't vary that much.
No.
But
So throwing away your life for comedy might be the path, Sean. Interesting.
no,
Maybe I could
but,
just be the funny guy on a job.
but don't look at it as throwing away your life, because I don't think it's going to be wasted time.
No.
Like,
Well, I also came to the realization that I was like, well, if I go to law school or follow through with whatever type of professional thing, if I took a little dip into the pool of the not using my powers for good path or whatever, like,
sure.
I could still, you know.
But like, dude, even like the weenie roast or whatever, like that experience alone is like kind of worth
Fuck yeah.
this, you know. Like, not a lot of people get to do that kind of stuff. And at least, win or lose, that was something you got to experience in a pure form. It's kind of a rare moment. Like, it's unusual. And that's kind of like what life should be.
Yeah, I guess that's been my thing that I've struggled with, is that I, more than anything, don't want to live a normal life. Like, I will claw against being normal.
Sure.
And I think that's maybe not always very healthy.
No, but also the pursuit of doing something abnormal is like a noble thing. Like, there's some cheesy, like, you're like the universe experiencing itself. Well, and that's what the universe wants to fucking do. Dude.
Isn't that self-masturbatory? Just to play devil's advocate here. When to step back and to change the aperture for a moment, when we realize that that process is really just self-masturbatory and not serving of the universe's continuance.
Yeah,
merely.
but what's so wrong with that?
I like that too.
You know what I mean?
That's
like,
good too.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but that's like,
Fucking hand me another beer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, though, can
Yeah.
I grab another beer?
Let's take a quick pause so we can actually get some genuine after-hour segment. You've listened to the radio in your life? This is our signature station identification. You're listening to 91.1. Oh shit, was that another plane? We'll be right back. We're back. We're live. It's the After Hours Show.
Cheers, buddy. Thank
Cheers.
you so much. The after hours, is that different than the normal one?
Dude, it's whatever we want it to be, like everything else in life. Because we're
Fuck yeah.
blazing
All
our
right, cool.
path. Sometimes this is where we can reserve some more sexual or political or, whatever type of stuff you're not supposed to talk about at Thanksgiving dinner. This is where it comes out.
Okay. Did you have anything come up at your Thanksgiving dinner?
No, we talked about Syria. No, Syria wasn't happening at that point.
Like, yeah, we should nuke it. That's
the
what we
regime changes new. Did you hear about that this week?
I heard, I'm such an idiot. I heard that Syria went through big changes, and I was like, whoa.
That's
Didn't-
a great brand by Israel on their own regime change of Syrian leadership.
Yeah, they're doing
Hey,
stuff.
look at the great big brand changes in Syria. Their leadership is really popping.
Yeah, you guys heard of the big brand changes of Jaguar and Syria,
And
right? Yeah,
look at the new
two-
font for Jaguar and look at the new leadership for Syria.
Same marketing campaign, actually. They rolled it into one. That's crazy,
That's
dude.
crazy. The same company did both.
So, no, I don't know shit about Syria. I'm willfully ignorant, unfortunately.
Dude, it seems like a good place to be in today's climate, honestly.
It is a good place unless you like... It's like, I don't feel guilty unless people want me to. They're like, oh, you don't know? You haven't heard? You don't care? And I'm like,
What's my
fuck,
care
you busted
doing?
me, I think. I'm pretty sure I don't. You busted me, dude. I'm a selfish, small-minded person, I think. I worry about just the world around me and barely that. So,
Well, I think you're probably doing more to contribute to a positive world around you through that perspective, I would venture to say.
I don't know, dude.
Seems like a lot of people are wrapped up in things that aren't actually their lives.
Yeah, that's true. But at least...
Hand up, I've been there. Come on.
But them caring is also cool. It's like, damn.
Why is that cool, though? Does it do anything?
Sometimes it does. People start like...
I don't know. The guy that
movements
killed the
and-
United Healthcare CEO seemed to do a lot more than the caring of all the...
Well, he was one of those people who cared at first. He cared, and then he was like,
on.
all right, I need to stop. I'm gonna do something.
And
so
then
I
when
don't
he
have to care
stepped
so
from the
much.
caring bucket into the doing something bucket is when things took place.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
But that you don't do without caring first. You got to care first.
okay. I think that's
You know what I
fair.
mean? Like you're not just a doer. Maybe there are doers out there, but you got to care first.
Caring makes doing much more effective. Seems.
Well, it's like, what are you going to do? You're not going to do anything if you don't care about anything.
Luigi knew that better than anyone.
Yeah. And what a name. What a solid name.
Hey, it's me. You're the United Healthcare CEO. I shoot you in the back twice.
Man, open mics
It's a satirical show, folks.
open mics are going to be absolutely crazy.
Come on.
Also, the video of him killing that guy, I know it's not funny, but it is kind of funny because he walks in a frame with a gun that seems to be bigger than any gun should be.
Oh,
I know it's got
a silencer.
I know it's got a silencer on it, but it's just
It
so
just seems Looney
fucking
Tunes.
big. Yeah, it's hilarious,
Right.
dude. It's like he has a telescope on his wrist. It's just huge. And I know it's not comical, but just seeing him walk in a frame with the biggest gun I've ever seen a man hold.
I think he should have been holding the Starbucks cup in the other hand. That's my take.
I think he should have thrown the Monopoly money after.
Ooh,
You
that's
know what I
fun
mean?
too. Why not?
And then I don't know. It's also scary because like that guy got shot in the back and made like 2 goofy steps before he turned around and was like, "Oh shit, I'm murdered." Like I'm not being murdered. It happened
done.
already. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's what a cruel but beautiful life.
Yeah. You know.
I mean, we talked about the good things and the beauty, and we've also touched on the randomness and chaos.
That Luigi guy is gonna have a full commissary forever if it's actually him. Like if he goes to prison for that, he's gonna have so many letters and his commissary is gonna be full. This guy is deemed a hero right now amongst the people. It seems like online. It's kind of crazy, dude.
I'm sure the Redditors and people are quick to embrace him as a martyr, not someone that's doing wrong, which is an interesting, like we said earlier, very interesting ethical line to walk.
Yeah, I mean, definitely don't kill people, that's for sure. But
seems like we've had a hard line stance of like don't hurt others for a while,
yeah,
especially in that kind of extreme way.
Yeah, for sure. But it's like also, how do we feel about like the French Revolution? You know what I mean? Like they kind of changed the game up.
Yeah, they suck now, dude.
This is gonna break us, people. This is gonna fuck us up.
Hot take.
We're gonna be smoking cigarettes next to a defunct
You guys
tower.
want to just sit around all day like they do? Come on.
Yeah, what are we? Never mind.
We're making stuff. You see these chips that came from aliens? They fit these like GPUs inside of GPUs.
That's true.
Chips inside of chips, man. It's fucking.
I worked in a factory that made those before.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that like the multi-tiered where they like really? Can you talk about it?
They're like,
talk about it.
Yeah, they're like, I was a temp, dude. I'll fucking talk. I'll spill the whole beans. But it was just like a temp agency, and I made silicone wafers that had like transistors in them. I think it's just Broadcom in Fort Collins.
Okay.
And I guess the idea was in the 90s it was pretty simple, and I don't think it's alien,
dude. How the fuck do they make the jumps then? I mean,
well, there's like a term for it in technology. I forgot what term it is, but it's like fucking dude guy's law. I forgot what it is, but so according to dude guy's law, like technology, it like doubles in speed and shrinks in half like every 2 years or something like that. It's like computing
Moore's law. So dude guy's law. So dude guy says.
Yeah, so Moore's law, whatever.
The number of transistors on an integrated circuit doubles every 2 years with a minimal increase in cost.
Yeah, so it's like they've been busting these out since the 80s, dude. They started out like the size of my thumb or bigger, or like maybe even, a whole seat. Like they're big ass fucking things.
They're like telescopic.
Now they're literally telescopic. Yeah. Or microscopic.
Like microscopic. That's what I meant. Sorry, that's what I meant. Stupid again. Aperture, folks. That's a great joke if you were listening to the show from earlier, because it's all about lenses on this show. Calling this episode all about lenses.
So that, I don't know. Aliens are probably real, but I don't know if transistors are the proof of that, to be honest. I think we deserve to take the credit on that one as people. Dude,
I would love to take you. Let me tell you, as a red-blooded American, I would love to take the credit, but I just don't know, man. It seems like there's some leaps that are like unexplainable. It seems like there's some things that we've like maybe stumbled upon.
I definitely think so too. Like, people think LEDs were like, there's no way we fucking came up with that shit. But
Right.
also LEDs, I'm like, we could have came up with that shit, dude.
Right. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It does seem very silly now, stepping outside of my own self for a second.
I believe that if aliens were to give us technology, they wouldn't be like, look, dude, y'all's phones are gonna be sick.
But it's not. No. It's not about the phones. It's about replacing the need for us to be the best advancers of the economy.
Versus, so it's like
about
their move for computers to take us over, basically. The Unabomber dude was right, what you were talking about earlier.
I mean, I didn't say that earlier, and I mean, I don't know if out of context that sounds great
that
now,
does
but
sound
like, but like, sure.
That doesn't sound right. That's not what he said.
It's a satire show, folks. It's XXX rated nudity in the audio form. Satire doesn't get any more satirical than this.
Than me lying blatantly.
No, but let's be honest about it. It seems like we're starting to progress down a path. I mean, there was some news today that they uncovered a quantum computing leap that they didn't think they would get, that now, has done something that previously would take the best quantum computer an infinite amount of time on our scale. Let's just say 10 to the 25th power of years or whatever. And so now it can solve that problem. That kind of advancement and that's the processing, the manufacturing of these like microscopic level things that can store so much data that they know how to make the next thing that will go. I don't know. It seems very scary from just like a maybe like let's step back as a weird.
Well, then do you think they're like dripping technology to us? They're like, here's a little drop.
No, I think it's like the internet was, where there's a profit motive and there's a new thing and there's quick hands and money to jump on it and there's not much thought for ethics, like everything else, or not much.
So do you think we as a human race are a part of like an intergalactic like money scheme of some sort? Like we are being siphoned for profit?
I don't. To where?
Well, that's what I'm asking.
I don't know. I don't get. I'm trying to figure out where the money.
I misunderstood.
No, I'm trying to figure out where the money would go. It just seems like maybe on a soul level, like if you get enough people that like don't fulfill a purpose in their soulful lives, in their limited conscious existence, if they don't get to a point of fulfillment because of impediments that are laid out by people that don't want souls to reach that point, I don't know. Maybe. That seems kind of weird, though.
But that goes back to that, like, incentive. Like, what would the incentive be to keep them?
Because they can profit motive, like, sink them. I mean, you can sell them pills, you can sell them foods, you can sell them things every year.
But then where does the money go, like you said? Like,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where the money would go in this hypothetical situation of satire.
So
this intergalactic satirical situation.
Fair enough.
Where would the money go? Where's the money going?
What do the numbers mean, Mason? Damn, dude, I don't know.
I just think there is some. I think we would agree on this. There's some inherent beauty to humanity and some inherent messiness to humanity, and I think computers drive us away from the things that make us most human. And it's easy. I find myself doing it. To not be people. And I think it's once it gets smart enough, it's going to be so easy to control us. Because we're fucking idiots, dude. We're fucking monkeys. We think we've got these nuclear weapons and these planes and jets and all this stuff. And now that we're different than, hey, I see you, I smash you in face with rock. And we're so close to that I think people's perspectives have become so warped and it's dangerous.
I don't think we as a species are above that, but I think like a select, like, few to most definitely
That's where the money's going then. There's my answer.
Yeah, dude, all right, fair enough. But like, I definitely think most of us are on a certain level and other people aren't, but that doesn't necessarily equate to like your success or anything like that. But I definitely think there's some people who are much more enlightened than I don't like you guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't think I'm like that. I think I'm pretty much Look, if you can boil me down to straight up ape like bullshit, and I think most people are like that.
Definitely.
But I don't know.
See beer, drink beer.
Oh man,
Yeah, dude.
That's,
Count me in.
see beer, drink beer. Are you kidding me?
See beer, drink beer.
That's the best.
See rock, throw rock.
Yeah, right, dude.
If it's big enough, let's do it.
See beer, drink beer is the name. That's sick, dude. Yeah.
See beer, drink beer. Name of the episode. Do you think that over the other one?
What was the other one?
I can't remember, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah,
flow
dude.
with it.
See beer, drink
I mean, I'm
beer.
always in the pocket.
Yeah, dude.
I don't have production day. I got to stay on top of things.
I mean, you had a professional photographer come in. You had a chef.
This guy. Don't say any
You
of that
had
stuff.
this. I've never been treated so well in my life. Thank you so much, dude.
Dude, cheers. I'm not
Yeah,
trying to
cheers,
get you
man.
to fucking...
I'm not either. I'm just saying, man. I'm easily impressed. So don't take it too. Take my word as a grain of salt. But
dude. Look at these Polaroids.
look at this, dude. I've never seen a polar. I thought I was a vampire. I didn't even know I could come up with photos.
My goodness.
Dog,
These are lovely.
holy shit.
Now I'm going to get Polaroidception, folks.
I look like I'm with my dad, and I'm.
The roid within the roid within the roid.
Polaroid.
Also, the Taco Bell hat looks pretty good on you. It worked out.
Thank you. appreciate
If
the
I
gift.
wear it, it looks like Mario's hat. You know what I mean? Like it's so funny. I'm also bald though.
When did that start afflicting you? Was that a young age?
I think my hairline started going. I remember the first time somebody called me out for
When
it.
was this? Okay.
I was probably 19, and some guy was like, "Yeah, dude, blah blah blah. I lost my hair. You're gonna lose your hair someday." And I'm like, "Bitch,
What was the setting?
we're at my buddy. We're in a similar setting as this, but we're all at a table and we're smoking dabs.
Okay, fair enough.
And he just hits me with it like we're bald bros.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he was like, "You're bald, I'm bald." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And he's like, "Oh no, you don't know yet. You're gonna lose your hair."
Oh,
And I was like, "No, I'm fucking not." And then maybe 2 years later, I was like, "Son of a bitch, this dude is right." And I used to have nice thick hair, so it was hard letting it go, but I lost it. I'm not bald, but I shave my head, like you can kind of tell.
yeah, you got plenty left.
But I've always shaved my head, so it wasn't that hard of a transition, and I lost it early enough where I didn't care. Well, I'm gonna put my beanie back on now.
I think you look fucking sick with that.
I don't mind being bald. It's the people who care I feel bad for. Like the people who are bald and it's a part of.
Well, as a tall person, I feel like it's kind of weird because I'm so tall that it afflicts my life. So people think it's all like a positive, like
I
thing
can
when they,
absolutely see that, dude. This is gonna sound lame, but like I'm not even close to as tall as you, and I've already been in certain instances where my height has affected me. So I can only imagine somebody who's actually tall.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what it's like to be in a fucking bathtub comfortably.
Oh, dude,
period.
I haven't been in a bathtub in fucking decades at this point
dude.
anymore.
Yeah, there's literally no
I don't
way.
think decades.
You'd have to have don't your feet hang off the bed?
Dude, I had to get it. Yeah, no, yes.
Yeah, they.
My whole life.
That's
Dude, I don't
ass.
fit under doors. I don't fit in chairs.
Yeah, that's ass, dude.
A fused spine at 25. That's how that ends up. The world, big dog,
You
die
have a
young.
fused spine?
Yeah, double spinal fusion at 25. Yeah,
Damn, dude.
they went in through the front and filet fish style.
Really?
Looking through the guts. Yeah,
No way.
yeah, they did. Yeah, coming from my belly button down to my dick. They went in filet fish style, picked the guts.
You know,
Drilled
I'm not a
8
doctor.
omnidirectional screws in my spine.
I'm not a doctor, but that doesn't seem like the most efficient route.
It's better because then they don't have to. If they go in through the back, they got to put the poles.
Okay.
This way they don't. You guys sign me up.
Fucking cheers to normal height, I guess. God damn, dude.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2". That's the pocket.
Well, also the other end of it, Chet Tilley, like we were talking about earlier, that dude's gonna be 132 years old. Like he's gonna be
Facts, dude.
fine.
He will
dude.
live forever.
He's
dude.
gonna live forever.
Dude, big dogs will die so young. And
He
will
got
live
recruited
forever.
because he's in the CIA because he's small, he's unsuspecting. I'm telling you, dude, this guy, he's a Mossad agent. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Chet Tilley, eyes on you, dude. I see you, man.
Dude, I don't mind the Chet Tilley Mossad play. That's not.
I haven't brought it to his attention yet, so maybe I should before I keep.
No, dude, but I'll definitely try to have to cut all these out. It's gonna be crazy.
No, I've had this joke in my pocket for a little bit, but I want to run it past him and see if he's okay with it.
I'm sure he'd be chill, but
he's a sweetheart.
He was on the pod and he's so kind. And then I went over to his place and taught him to smoke the wings, and he's been smoking the wings and loving it.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
And spreading the love of the game through meat.
Yeah,
meat and men, love of the game through meat and men. Let's go.
I'm gonna have to like figure out how to smoke meat in my apartment. I don't think I'm gonna get away with it, but I'm gonna figure it out, dude.
Do you have a balcony of any sorts?
I'm on the third story of a wood balcony with we're not allowed to smoke anything. Can you see the smoke, or do you think it would be like pretty unsuspected?
What do the rules say? Do they
literally
say you can't
nothing?
Open flame.
Yeah, I can't have any sort of cooking device on my balcony at all.
That's tough.
Like I couldn't put a microwave on that bitch the way they worded it. So
damn,
yeah,
these attorneys, bad dude.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. But what are you gonna do? You know,
because I'm at my old place, they had a no open flame, and no open flame, no gas.
And you're like,
no gas. And I'm like, well, this isn't open flame.
Technically neither.
It's an electric pellet smoker. It's not open flame.
Oh, that was electric?
Yeah, that's an electric pellet smoker.
Dude. Hell yeah.
Shout out Traeger.
Shout out Traeger.
I'm kind of in the need of an upgrade really badly for Traeger.
Yeah,
if Traeger sponsored the pod, dude, it would be huge for the pod.
I don't know, man. The pod's just so good where it's at. I don't know, Traeger. We don't know if we want your
damn, dude. Tanner's representative.
I guess, Traeger. I guess. If you want to, we'll think about it. But we've got a lot of shit on our plate. Mostly smoked by Traeger, but other stuff.
I mean, we only smoke with the Traeger we have. But
dude,
Dude, it's okay.
I'm trying to do your negotiating for you.
I think we just be ourselves and then let the chips fall as they may.
The Traeger smoking chips. They're pellets, actually, not chips.
Come on now, folks. He got it. Look at this guy. Picking up on all my little trips.
Come on, guys.
He's a bro. Legend of the show already. Definitely got to be back.
Yeah, dude. I will try to bring my brother.
That'd be fun.
That'd be cool. You guys will hate him. He'll be sick.
I'm here for it. Let's. People need a diverse life experience. If I've learned anything through the show, it's that talking to people that are different than me is valuable.
Do you? I don't know how much time we're at, but like, I bet you've talked about your door guy days at Comedy Works a bunch, huh?
I mean, not done a bit. I don't talk. So you did primarily.
You did Penguins and.
Yeah,
Comedy Works?
I did Penguins, and that's where I got my first door guy job in Cedar Rapids. And then the first shift I was working, actually, the owner of that place saw me working and asked me if I would work at her other restaurant in town. So I worked at both those places for some time.
And then you came back home and just hit up the works?
And then I, moved back home. I had health complications, and so I was dealing with that. And then when I could walk, so I got the surgery in March of 23. Yeah. So
okay.
Then that fall, I was moving well. I was like, okay, I can bend and lift and do what I would need to do as a door guy. And then
you have any? I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I'm sorry.
Do you have any inside baseball about Comedy Works? Any? You got any beans to spill? I guess you can't, can you?
I mean, I wouldn't spill them if I had them.
Fair enough. Wouldn't spill them if you had them?
No, I mean, I have respect for Comedy Works, especially when.
Oh, I guess I didn't mean anything serious.
Oh, okay.
Just funny. I don't know.
I've got a fun one. I've got a fun one. Yeah. I've got a fun one. Sorry for misinterpreting.
No, I said it weird, but I don't mean to put anybody on blast. Just anything kooky, fun.
Yeah. Sorry for. I have a little book that I start keeping for sound because I start working sound, and doing the soundboard and whatnot, and. So I started the book 6 months into doing it. And I was like, oh, I should and then I get people to sign it.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it's, awesome. I write down there what songs they need, their light times, and, I can keep notes, and then they can, so if you want to sign the book, be honored. If you don't, feel free, whatever. People always sign. They're always kind. The funniest story behind the book at this point, and I think it's fun to share this, is one night, John Lovett signed it because he was there. So he signed it. And then later that night, he charged a lady $60 for her signature.
Oh, shit. Well, you know what? He
deserves it.
And he respected you. Like, he knew you weren't like...
It's a fun story.
It wasn't like you know what I mean? Like, that lady probably gave him the ick, dude.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
she sucked.
I just think it's a funny picture to imagine John Lovett's charging a lady $60 after.
That's so funny. And also, I could see his demographic. Her just being like,
interesting.
Sure. And older.
Totally.
Yeah, dude. Come on.
Totally.
That's funny.
I'm trying to think of any other kooky fun stories. I got to do a guest spot for Jamie Lissow. That was fun.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I heard Wendy. This is a little kooky story that might be probably fine.
Okay.
But someone told me that Wendy has a bathroom that is all silver in her house.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know anything about that?
I don't. I haven't been in her home.
Oh, I've seen a picture. I was like, that's crazy. And it's
All
like,
silver?
Yeah, apparently all sterling silver in the whole bathroom.
Sterling silver. Okay. Damn.
That's different, I guess, but I don't know.
That's a different kind of silver.
So I've heard. I have no fucking idea.
Well, that's sick.
Yeah, so nothing crazy,
wouldn't
but
surprise me.
That's kind of like interesting, I guess.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I always get fascinated by like people that get, I don't know. I've been around small business my whole life, so like I get like small business to the degree of like local, I don't know. Like,
I'm just looking at it from like a design point.
Oh, you're just like, that's dope.
Well, or like that's like, what if you had just
do you do that?
have a chrome green closet? You know, it's just like
color I want like an all that like green that they used to make in England that they don't anymore. It's like forest green, that dark like
on cars, like the Aston Martin green type.
Yeah,
shit.
that's
Hell
dude, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, that's a good color.
Ugh. If I could like express my emotion in a color, there's the color.
I had to quit buying green shit because all my clothes were fucking green, dude. Yeah,
I love it. I mean, I picked out this over other colors.
Yeah, green. I don't know. It's like
it's played out. You know, like it's antiquated.
Kind of played out, dude. Yeah.
Well,
all my shit's green. All my shit's purple, and I'm like, am I a hack whenever it comes to clothes? Dude? I have no idea how to dress myself.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, dude.
I think also, have you seen these things that we go to like another country and they'll give you your color profile? Or like, yeah, I bet they do it here too.
No.
Like they'll look at your like skin tone, I guess, and like your face, and they'll tell you like what colors work best for you.
So you grew up.
I know I've seen this on the internet. I don't know about this.
Okay, you haven't dealt with this?
No, this is a completely recent like TikTok occurrence I've seen.
I was going to say you grew up in a different place than I did.
No, fuck no.
Sure.
Fuck no. This is like an internet phenomenon. I just popped in my head. Sorry.
To be fair though, you did grow up in like one of the most beautiful parts of the country, dude, basically, right?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I grew up very privileged.
I think in one of the ugliest parts of the United States. If you're listening at home and you're on a computer, just Google Maps or Google Earth or whatever, Midland, Texas, and like
maybe I can put some pictures up here for the people.
It's fucked up. You like zoom in, and the closer you get, you can be like for hundreds of miles, you can see these little like patches. And you're like, what is that? You zoom in, it's oil patches. It's literally like little pump jacks and like rigs and stuff. And it's like a graph. It's like, I don't know, not a graph. How do I explain it? It's like graphed out perfectly. Like, how do I explain that?
It's a grid.
A grid. A graph. A grid. It's like, but for like hundreds and hundreds of square miles, like all the way from like central Texas into central New Mexico.
But that's the economy of Texas.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. And there's also nothing out there like, oh, they're destroying the landscape. Like, I promise you,
they're not.
There's nothing to destroy.
Yeah. They can't even grow crops like Nebraska can there.
But there's also like, there's a petroleum museum in my hometown, and there's like fracking propaganda. They're like, it's good.
Oh,
fracking is good. It's
interesting.
Crazy. Dude.
Okay.
It's the Petroleum Museum of the Permian Basin, and it's so crazy.
Wow. Well, I mean,
they literally
gotta represent your interests, man.
Yeah, that's fair. And I mean, like, you couldn't tell those people oil was bad if you drown their kids in it. They're like, no, it's like the whole economy there.
Well, I mean, if it's the thing that like gives your ability to like own a home and have a wife and have children, like then you're gonna like turn around and be like, yeah, this is horrible. It's like what they did to the coal miners in West Virginia. Why those people feel so disenfranchised.
The people in West Texas the oil field workers in West Texas are not disenfranchised.
Well,
they are
very different. But like I'm saying, if we say
if we treated them that way,
say we just said no more oil. No
I
more.
see what you're
no
saying.
More. Then we go Paris. We go France. Like from earlier example, we say, oh, savez-vous, we need to sit around and smoke cigarettes. Parlez-vous français? So come I call, you know? It's like, just sit around, be gay. you know, West Texans aren't going to take very kindly to that.
No.
So,
but
then let's see what happens. They'll feel a lot like West Virginia coal miners do
they'll
now.
Probably
right?
move away, but
dude,
what's crazy
learn
is
to code. You're saying, Tanner?
no, I think they'll literally move away because are you going to be homeless in the desert or be homeless literally anywhere else?
Dude.
It's uninhabitable there.
Okay, fair enough.
Otherwise, so it's literally that bad.
Damn.
But what's crazy is somebody told me, and I don't know how true it is. I probably should look this up, but it's like I won't put a solid number on it because I don't have any knowledge to back it up. But it's like something like one of the highest income per capita. Like they make so much fucking money there. Like it fucked with inflation, dude. Like my hometown is more expensive than Fort Collins, and it's in the middle of the desert. And Fort Collins is like a college town that specifically like preys on college kids' rent prices.
Wow, this is a really good point.
It's like so expensive to live in the middle of nowhere.
So the money they're making, they're not even making the proportionate take home.
They still kind of are.
Really?
Like, yeah. Like they make crazy fucking money, dude.
But they're working so hard, dude.
Kinda. Some of them do, but like The Office, like there's this show called Landman right now. That's like it's like on Amazon, I think, and it has something to do with the oil field, and it's all dramatic, but like they're basically what I'm getting at is there's dudes in real life who are landmen, and they're oil field like real estate guys. Like they basically,
you're always going to have that, the private equity people slipping in.
It's just like sure, the majority of the jobs are like working on oil rig is dog shit, but those guys on the oil rig still make $100+ grand a year.
For beating their bodies to death, dude. I don't know.
Like, so, yeah, you're gonna lose a finger probably.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. That seems.
Yeah.
I'll take my cushy softness.
Yeah, but
to go.
But not a lot of people. Like, I don't know. There's still people like.
Good. Thank God there's people like that.
Yeah, and you can have like it's a lot safer than it used to be, and it's always getting more safe. But that shit is written in blood, like. Those safety laws and stuff like that, all that stuff is written in literally the deaths of people who came before you.
Totally.
You know what I mean? That shit's just...
Otherwise, they're not incentivized to change.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
yeah.
Come on.
I still think like they're not incentivized to change as much as they should be.
Well, we used to have a good example of this in the modern time is, I think, antitrust laws and how we used to break up big corporate interests. And now there's 5 companies that own all the food. There's 2 companies that own the internet. There's 5 companies that own broadband across the entire United States regionally. 3 are owned by the same company.
Yeah.
It's I mean, how is that not, how are they not fucking over consumers through monopolistic, ends? Why how are we possibly getting to the efficient outcome here? We're not.
Yeah, we're definitely not though.
We're definitely not.
I don't think capitalism has driven efficiency in a long time. Because it almost, in a lot of ways, inefficiency is incentivized because it creates like this whole, it'll create almost like a sub-industry in certain ways with certain things. You know what I mean? Like if like the most efficient things were incentivized in general, like we wouldn't have like subscription-based services as much.
But I think that also, like, if you're absolute in that thinking, then you might say, well, isn't it most efficient that just the government give us everything? Why does Amazon provide us the goods when the government can do it more efficiently if we allocate the resources that way? Or one company that the government says they'll mandate and make sure they don't do anything bad.
I just think not
that
smart enough to make that an argument against that. I just think it's like whenever you're like incentivizing like insurance companies.
I see your point. No, I think you have a valid point. You keep going. I think you have a valid point. I think you should expand on it.
I just don't know how to like bring it back. Like, I don't know how you would incentivize stuff to be efficient.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's fair. I think we are definitely so far.
I don't think what we're doing is correct, but I literally don't know
where do we pull back,
where to go.
Right.
So
I think that, I mean, what kind of a mandate does Elon and Vivek with their I'm gonna cut down the government? Yeah, good luck, dude. Like, good luck.
Yeah,
that's got to be a hard fucking task to try to clean up efficiencies and redundancies within a bloated system. I mean, there's a good example of like the capitalism, having an X flow. When the capitalism created a political economy, the political economy has driven itself through an administrative state. You've seen it through healthcare and education. The cost of those two industries have gone up proportionately, and they've not been delivering better goods for those costs. The same thing happens with our government, I think.
Yeah.
Whether not on a right, left, or centered thing, just in like a generalist take in all three, the academia, the government, and in.
Yeah, but it's like, do you have any outside the box solution? Do you have anywhere to go? Like, do you have any solutions of any of these problems?
I think here let's give me one problem that we can like focus on for an out of the box solution, because I think we've been kind of all over the place, so I'm just struggling where to maybe nail down. How about this? Here's one. I think that having Google own most of the means at which information gets delivered to people on a daily basis is not good for people in the long run.
Sure.
And so because of that, we should make sure that either Google can't own every interest to people's attention through antitrust laws, or we make sure that Google has to make it so that it's fair in a way and free in the way the internet used to be. So it's not algorithmic. And they can't change the algorithm.
Sure, but how would you prevent, like, Google would lobby against that every day of the week, right?
Right.
So how would you go?
That's what antitrust laws used to do in the country. They used to break up big corporate interests. They used to like say that just because you've got all the money and power, you can't. It's in bad interest for the consumer.
My thing is I don't know how we would go back, because the people with the most power would be the lobbyists, in my opinion, and they would just never let that happen again.
I think that's a fair perspective for sure.
So it's just like at this point, it's like,
but
I've kind of like thrown my hat in the ring.
But to wrap back to your perspective, isn't that don't we then end up in the bucket of sitting with our hands up and complaining, and not thinking that we might drive to a better path? And like, oh, they own too much, and this, we're not going to be able to pull it back. Like, I think that's also like in that same vein of like something that frustrates you.
Yeah, I know, but what the frustrating part is I don't know,
right,
the other option. Like, I feel so trapped that it's like no matter what, I'm just like,
I feel you there.
There's, you know what I mean?
Long running bit of the show has been like rat in a cage. I'm going to go to the vending machine.
Yeah, that's
like, you tell me I'm not going to go to the vending machine? Little rat vending machine? Come on.
Yeah, what else are we? There's no other option.
Go to the vending machine. And then if BlackRock owns the vending machine, it's the vending machine, dude. I'm going to the vending machine.
But that's also what's wrong with the world. You know what I mean? It's like, so there's literally no, like, you think you're going to think yourself in circles.
Right. I mean, yeah.
And I don't know. That's been my whole, like,
I don't know, but I push back. In the vein of like, to not think about it is more dangerous than that it serves the purpose of those of caged interests. To really not challenge, even if it is defeatist and does not serve an ends to an action, it will rot away at the humanity of the thing if we do not pick away at it.
Well, this is basically just like the beauty. This is like the pros and cons of being a nihilist, really, right? At this point, this is where I'm. It's like, I should care, but I can't be bothered. You know what I mean? That it's a nihilist way of thinking. It's kind of shitty, but it's like, I guess I'm just lucky enough to sit back and see both sides of it, maybe in a haze, but like, I just don't care because I don't think either way it'll matter. You know
I mean, I could definitely see, that's a fair camp to sit in. I mean, like I said, I don't go to a place think that me being there equals an outcome. How foolish and silly and egotistical of me to think that me being in a place equals an outcome. But Tanner, me thinking about being in a place doesn't hurt anyone.
No, it doesn't. But it's also the first step in being in a place.
No, not if I hold the perspective that being in a place doesn't equal an outcome. Why the fuck do I end up in the place if I just think about and
so just like you find comfort in just thinking about it, and that
is freedom.
Sure.
Freedom is choosing freedom is the choice to have to go to the place and to know
idiot.
that it
You're
doesn't
tying
equal
that
an
back
outcome.
to what I said
right
at the very beginning.
There it is.
I'm with you, folks. All right.
That's freedom.
Okay. Cool. I guess that is better than...
Tanner's like, we don't need to think anymore. It's enough of that. It's about enough of that shit.
No, it's just, being on a podcast that exposes how dumb you are, like this one.
What do you mean?
Everybody's gonna be like, yo, Tanner.
Shut up.
How many two-hearteds did you have? They're right here, folks. There's 2 of them. I was done before this combo.
Not even, dude. Your aperture is great.
Siri?
The mind's aperture on this man, folks. Have you heard of this silly little country called England, Tanner?
England?
England. No, you've never.
Oh, England?
England.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
They've got this silly little thing where they called knighting.
Uh-huh.
You've heard of this?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Here at Top Shelf Studios. After a long-form conversation, I'm doing the hiding. Because all my life people...
Oh, hell yeah.
All my life people have been like, hey, got a couple inches? How's the weather up there? And shit like this.
Oh, I thought it was a weed joke, not an actual height joke.
Well,
okay.
I've been walking around in this meat suit, and what I've come to realize is that it is just that, a vehicle, a meat suit. And, what do we judge each other commonly most on in our lives? Oh, the vehicles we happen to drive and not what we are. So after a long-form conversation, I'm pleased to give you a heart height and get you heighted today.
Okay.
How tall do you stand physically, Tanner Coffman?
6 foot tall.
I heart height thee 6'6".
Damn, dude.
A large-hearted man here.
That's the same height as Kobe Bryant, everybody.
Just don't, well, that's been our show.
Who else is it? Michael Jordan. I should have said Michael Jordan.
Don't go to Eagle, Colorado.
I should have said Michael Jordan. I'm sorry. The more famous 6'6" basketball player.
Whoa, I don't know about that. Kobe's dead.
Michael Jordan is about 1 billion times more famous than any other basketball player
Kobe
that's ever lived.
is the only one that might have an argument as in terms of fame. Because he lived in the internet age.
I guess you're right.
He's closer to kids.
You hear that, John Morant?
It's the only one. Dude. No, John does not.
John Morant's got a chance, dude. He lives in the internet age.
That's true. He probably does.
Bringing guns to strip clubs. This guy's going to be the GOAT.
What a closing argument. Where could the people check you out, Tanner?
Trashbag Tanner on Instagram. And at your favorite comedy spot in Colorado, I'll be there.
Fuck yeah. He's very funny, folks. Please check him out. I hope you come back, bro.
Oh, yeah, fun. Dude. I hope you come back. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for braving the snow to come here.
Oh, yeah, dude. I didn't even know there was going to be a blizzard until I was already in the middle of it. So that's the best way to handle life, guys.
Well, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all for supporting the show. Go support Tanner, too. Fuck off and be well.